Hi, me again. Who else would it be? So, I'm again confused. And sorry that this video is really low energy because I'm really tired. Because I've been going to clinical like a bunch and like a lot of school and stuff. So anyway, I'm still confused, as you can tell. And I'm just gonna talk about kind of like what I think my main. I'm just kind of address like what um two things Medicagnito said, I think. What's the name? Hopefully I'm pronouncing it right. About what I'm thinking about, like when I daydream, I guess. And it's it's hard to say if I'm thinking about anything sometimes, because sometimes I'll just be looking at the car or something, and just I feel like I'm not thinking about anything. Like I just don't think I'm thinking about anything. I'm just kind of taking it in. I don't think I'm really, you know, thinking about anything. And if I daydream, it's um it's more of like an active thing. Like I'll give you an example. So the other day I was running, and this was a while back when I had like more time. But I was running, and then I got a flash of like what maybe a scene in this other comic book I'm reading, and it was like with the main character running, and then I imagined the other character come up by him, and they have this conversation, and I saw that clearly or whatever. And so is that daydreaming? I don't know. I feel like I'll be looking out of the car or something and say I'll think about like my characters or whatever, because I'll think about them and I'll think of scenarios that they can be in, and then I'll think of a really good scenario and stuff, and I'll go, oh great, I really like this part. Let me hang on to this part, but then maybe I'll say, oh maybe I'll tweak that part or something like that. So I don't know if it's so much. Yeah, maybe a tiny bit is flashed out for me, but I'm kind of grabbing parts I like. So I don't know. I don't know if I don't know if I'm daydreaming all the time. Obviously I'm gonna think about my stories, and stuff that I'm writing and things I want to do, but it's hard to tell the difference between. It's hard to define what you're thinking about just when you're like looking around, when you're observing things, like because you're observing them, so you're thinking about those things. I don't know. It's just hard to describe, and that's why it's difficult to tell the difference between. For me, to tell the difference between SI and NI. I still don't really know the difference, and that's kind of troublesome for me. Um, I was also going to talk about what I think is one probably my biggest weakness, and then I'm going to make other videos about the functions, so to kind of show what I think they are. Because I think that's kind of a problem with people making videos and stuff. They're thinking of it as one thing, and then someone else is thinking of another thing. So it's being defined as something different by all these people. So, um, and then it kind of just turns into this massive like Wikipedia page for everything. Like, oh yeah, that was my SE that was doing the X, Y, and Z. Oh, that was my whatever doing this, this, and this. Well, yeah, and random people can add things, and it's just there's no specific you can't test out these data, points as they are that are being given by these people. Because it's all relative, but I've already said that. So I think my biggest problem, I wrote it down here. It's like an issue of knowing what I really want to do. Like, I have a lot of interests. I could put all my energy toward one thing. I could put all my energy toward some other thing. But, and I know the steps to get to where I want to be in each of those fields. I could really focus on animation and just do that. I could really focus on comic books and just do that and be brilliant at it. You know what I mean? But it's knowing which one is like the right decision. Which one's the best decision for me. And I kind of don't know it's hard to know what I specifically want for my own, what I want to do, and I'll look toward, other people and stuff sometimes to, obviously I'm making these videos, like, I'll look toward other people because I don't know if I really trust my instinct necessarily. It's really hard to explain. I don't know. So, I don't know if that's like low and I, not knowing what you want to do and not knowing exactly where you want to go. Like, is, Rudy from the movie Rudy, an INFJ because he really has that sense of purpose and sense of direction. So, it's hard for me to find that, like, one thing, like, right now, I could move, after I finish my nursing degree, I could stay in Michigan, I could, like, move to Chicago, I could go back to New York, and it's hard for me to find out which one's the right decision for me, because I can see myself, like, being successful in all places, and, making friends and doing this, but it's, like, difficult for me to figure out what's the best step. Not step, because I would know the steps, how to get there and how to make friends and all that, but next step, for my own, I guess to have the most, I don't want to say meaning, but, the right decision. But, you can't say there's any right decision to anything, but, and I just don't think I really trust myself. I feel like I ask a lot of people, because I want more information, I think it's going to help me, but, it's just very blank as to what, I really think's right for me. So, I don't know, that's kind of my biggest problem. I mean, I know that I really I know I'll always want to do art, and that's kind of like always going to be right for me, but there's other things you have to do in your life. Like, you have to, have a job and everything like that, and there's so many different choices, and, that kind of thing. And some people are really like, oh, this is for me, like, it doesn't matter who tells me this or that, but I'm just really open, I guess. Like, I feel like if someone suggested to me something, I would go, yeah, maybe that's me. I don't know. I don't know if I know me. So that's why it's difficult to, like, figure out what, type I am and all this other stuff. Like, I mean, I could see myself, I really like prehistoric plants and stuff like that. And Journey to the Center of the Earth was, like, one of my favorite books as a kid. And I always kind of wanted to study that. Like, I can see myself getting a master's in that. It's kind of on the equal playing field as me, I don't know, getting a master's in nursing. I don't know, something like that. Like I can't really describe what I'm talking about, but you kind of get the gist of it. So, and hopefully, like me watching this back is gonna help me kind of like figure out my thought process, maybe. So, thanks.